Hello there everybody and welcome back to another video. Today in this video we're going to be discussing who is Fennec working for in the Bad Batch. Now I know that it's been a wee while since I've uploaded, so apologies. Have sort of lost interest in it, and also there wasn't that much going on in the Star Wars world, so my apologies for that. Now the first thing that I'm going to say is quite simply, Fennec, she could just have been hired by somebody like a Hutt or just a mercenary to quite simply track down and get Omega. That could have been that could be a simple explanation, but I don't think that's very likely. I don't think she will have been hired by a simple bounty hunter, by another bounty hunter, or someone like Grief Karga, someone like that. That's could be possible, but unlikely that she's been hired by someone like that. So these are my possibilities that she could have been hired by. First and foremost, she could be working for Boba. That's a possibility. She could have been hired by Boba, because it seems like when they first appeared together in Mando Season 2, it seems like they know each other from before, not like they've literally just met each other, 2 weeks ago maybe, when Boba rescued Fennec. It seems like they've known each other from before, and probably Boba would have a reason to rescue her, maybe. So I'm just kind of thinking that maybe they know each other from before, and it could be a possibility. And we know in a deleted Clone Wars scene that was going to be in Season 8, Boba and Cad Bane were working together. That could be explored in the Bad Batch in some sense, and they did have other bounty hunters with them then, so maybe Fennec was one of them. Just a possibility. And then the next one, we have Palpatine. Quite simple. Palpatine could be aware of her, and he could have hired her to track down Omega. Because as I'm going to discuss in another video that will come out at some point later this week, I reckon that Omega is the most important clone, because Nala Se said that she had 5 genetically modified clones, where an Echo would logically be the 5th one, but she didn't do anything to Echo, and Echo's not like a genetically modified clone. He was just a reg beforehand, before he went to the planet that I've forgotten the name of, and then the Bad Batch rescued him. So I think that it's more than likely that she is the 5th clone that's been genetically modified. Maybe Force sensitive, maybe that's why Palpatine's hired Fennec, and he wants her to track her down. That could be a possibility. Now, keeping on the subject of Empire, we have Grand Moff Tarkin. Grand Moff Tarkin could quite simply have hired her. Maybe Palpatine asked him to hire her, or maybe he's just done it off of his own accord. Maybe he's aware that Omega is important, and that's why he wants to hire her. Now, this will be an argument for a little while. Is it Omega? Is it Omega? I'm going to say Omega, because I think Omega is the correct way of pronouncing it, but I can understand why some people might pronounce it Omega, but I think it's Omega. But anyway, back to the point. Tarkin, definitely a possibility. Could have hired her. Not so sure about this one, but it's definitely possible that Tarkin could have done it, wanting, maybe Omega is the most important clone, and that's why he wants her back. It's definitely a possibility. Probably one of the more likely ones. Now the last one here that I'm going to mention is very unlikely, but you never know. So we have, you can't really see them in the picture, but the Kaminoan Prime Minister and Nala Se could have potentially hired her to bring back Omega, because we know that Omega is important to Nala Se, the fact that she helped her and the Bad Batch escape. So it is definitely possible that they've hired her to sort of just bring them back alive, because it wasn't sort of when Fennec met up with Omega and started talking to her, it wasn't like, well, I'm just going to bring you in cold and just shoot her. It was more of they talked to each other, and it seemed like they definitely wanted to bring her back alive. Definitely possible. And the fact that also she said that she was going to bring her back to her friends, and arguably the Kaminoans are her friends, so maybe obviously Omega might have thought, oh yeah, she's just going to bring me back to the rest of the Bad Batch, whereas maybe Fennec thought, well, yeah, I'll bring you back to your friends on Camino. Maybe, possibility, who knows. But that is all I have for this video. These are my 4 or 5 theories on where and who she could be working with. Not so sure about this last one. Not so sure that she's just working for a regular grief card kind of figure either. So, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.